Hello everyone, and the First Fox welcomes you all back to Let's Play Persona 4 Arena. Anyways, we're going to continue off with Labrys's story today. Boom. And let's go. A second night of spending time in the outdoor area. It started approximately 30 minutes later than yesterday, but there was a very little variance in weather and temperature. The difference is trivial. Night sky has the same soft brightness. The wind and the trees are no different. Without understanding why, I initiated a data search regarding the tree that catches my eye. I learned that this tree varies slightly from species of its kind found in natural forests. Though the seems natural, it may be cultivated and managed by the facility. I decided to traverse the outskirts as I did yesterday. It's not long before a familiar unit comes into my view. There's no need to run a scan for this visual matches. I know that it's unit 24, left side. Number 24's left side is turned towards me. It is sitting on a large rock. When I approach, number 24 notices me and turns around.
Are you looking for something?
Number 24 initiates conversation.
Huh? Who, me? I just wondered if you were looking for me. I did express a hope yesterday that we would meet again after all.
I was looking for number 24. It's true, I began walking the same route as yesterday, but once number 24 came into view, I changed course to approach. I may have been searching for number 24 in this area. Did I desire to reunite with number 24? Why? I am silently due to my lack of expression. Number 24 smiles again. A smile. What was the cause of that expression this time? I do not comprehend. Like so many other things.
Would you like to sit with me? This rock is large enough to accommodate us both. It would be more relaxing than standing. Thanks.
I sit in the offered space and gaze at the same scenery number 24 is looking at.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I decided to voice the doubt I expressed during the combat test today. And my limited experience, number 24 has a better comprehension of such matters.
Do other units think about stuff that doesn't have to do with fighting and missions?
Do you have such thoughts?
To tell you the truth, I can't really say. Feels like I do, though.
Number 24 is silent for a duration before speaking again.
Units of our model are all given a mind. It's so that we can eventually develop what is called an
Persona.
ego. The reason our appearance closely resembles that of humans is related. It's to foster self-awareness similar to a human's.
Persona.
Have you not been told about personas?
Personas?
No, she has not. The world is unknown to me. According to archives, searching for persona, over 1,000 headings found. I must filter the results further. Which subject is number 24 referring to? I am silent as I think. Number 24 smiles again and resumes the conversation.
It's an ability expected of us that normal weapons don't have. The conditions to use one are theoretically already loaded in us. But a well-defined ego seems to be necessary to activate it.
I am already aware that we have been given a mind. Today I saw for myself the part of the forms of our personalities. It is activation triggered by development of communication skills. I do not have a good grasp on it, though. Our 24 continues to speak.
That's why I'm sure there are others with thoughts that do not pertain to missions.
That would seem to be the case.
Then maybe those I fought up till now.
Our 24 trains his gaze on me.
And how does that make you feel? The opponents you destroyed may have thought similar things to what you just did.
How do I feel things? I cannot say for sure. I am unable to respond to the question. Our 24 expression changed again. It's classified with a smile, but it is subtly different from the others I have categorized as experienced before. Mixed with the joy and gladness of previous smiles, this one contains a slight hint of sorrow.
It's okay. You don't need to come up with an answer right now. It actually may be better to forget it. After all, tomorrow we may find ourselves ordered to destroy each other.
Once again, I detect a twinge inside from hearing number 24's statement. It's similar to what I sensed during the data transfer today. What is it? This wavers inside me. I am about to lose thought again. I'm about to be lost in thought again. Happening, the signal for our schedule shifts anchors into our ears.
It's time. I hope we meet again.
Number 24 quietly stands up. I detect the expression I have come to know, another smile. It appears as if number 24 is adopting these two changes in expressions naturally and not deliberately. I wonder if I will eventually be able to do the same. Yes, you will. Another battle test. Yay. Takes place. Next day, just as scheduled, I face units flagged as enemies. With the test chamber, I am overwhelmed with a strange sensation. The way that my opponents, why did I say parents, are expressionless now seems strange to me. There's no hint of cognition evident on their faces. They wear no expressions. They are blank. There is nothing wrong with them. That would be my normal assessment, but I recall 24's image. The blankness of the faces and number 24's face when it had no expression are different somehow. Even when number 24 had no particular expression, it was not this blank. Not every portion of the face was neutral. For analysis shows that the same is true for humans. The researchers are never completely mechanical and expressionless. I look at the hostile flag units and they are the same unit type as me. They were given in mind and may potentially develop an ego, not Igor, later. I recall 24's statement. Do you feel I'm on the verge of entering a long train of thought when the enemy moves. I shake off my doubts and focus on battle. I study the opponent's movements. I formulate the most efficient method of damaging it. I execute the method over and over. The variety of actions I have to select from and my flexibility in linking them will decide the outcome. Having already received 10 units worth of download information, I am likely second to none regarding the scope of possibilities in this respect. At times, I can even anticipate their next action, since my opponents are the same unit type as me. Their tactics are determined using the same thought process as mine. That's right. They think the same things as me. Eventually, after approximately 4 minutes pass, all opponents are silent. I successfully executed my mission. Man, I cannot speak. The day after that, I achieved victory in the combat test. With the same efficiency, it is easy to eliminate them. I first begin by targeting their weapons. It's not always necessary to destroy their main body. If they are incapable of resisting further, the battle is over. It is the most efficient way. So she basically started destroying the weapons that they had instead of them themselves. I win the next day and the day after that. No, I do not want to fucking restart my computer. Go away. Fucking updates. Units geared for close combat with no external weapons give me no choice but to damage their chases. But even then, there is an order to things. If I destroy the parts that present a threat, such as a motor function, alright. Soon afterwards, the buzzer signals the end of the test echoes, just as I expected. I catch myself rushing over to the unit collapsed on the ground. I have only destroyed the unit's arm and legs, but it's still conscious. But I realized I did not know its unit number. I am at a loss how to address this unit. Ask me questions that I did not expect.
You seemed to deliberately avoid attacking the face or the neck in that battle. Why?
Huh?
I am momentarily at loss for words. It's true there's no damage to its face. I review my actions during the battle and find that at no point did I attack its neck either. The current region is where the plume of dust is housed. If it is destroyed, it will fall. Aim to disable the I avoid doing so.
I dunno.
And here comes the assholes. Research entered and hide the unit from my field of vision. Could not determine where my last words had an effect. Sure not.
These past 3 days, it hasn't been destroying the other units beyond repair, like it did in the first battle.
It must be learning to finesse its attacks rather than just using brute force. The result? Swift, overwhelming victories.
Its evasive skills are improving as well.
Yes, it is.
That level of flexibility in evasive action could never be replicated by chaining predefined maneuvers.
This unit's collected a good amount of feedback data too. It's growing steadily, feeding on the bones of its kills.
Wow, you're a dick.
You don't have to say it like that.
Waiting for the download. Growing, destroying them, and absorbing their data. Is that... Well then, that's what they did in Digimon. Oh, come on. This is exactly kind of like Digimon. I know, their data... I mean tamers, Digimon tamers, not the other ones. This is exactly what happened. You destroyed the Digimon, they absorbed their data into their thing and made them stronger. Somehow. Lab country yard, or courtyard. Just as the comet has repeated my actions inside each night, I repeat as well. I became aware that I am seeking out number 24 of my own will lately. When I attempt to communicate with our units, most often they don't understand the meaning of my questions. This prevents us from conversing. But that may not be the only reason I want to converse with number 24. I have begun to desire it. When I go to see number 24, the white dog I saw on the first day we meet appears from somewhere.
This one seems to have been raised as a pet somewhere far away from here. But one day, it was brought to the forest near here, and its owner suddenly disappeared.
Dead. It seems unlikely that number 24 obtained from a stray animal from the research dash was all the information obtained by communicating directly with the animal from a dog that does not speak human language.
Its name is apparently Snowy. At least, that's the name it responds to the most.
Snowy?
I thought it was a dog.
Oh, well, the name of this animal is a dog. But how do I put this? Snowy is what this specific dog is called.
Snowy.
Dog is the type of animal. As if comprehending its name.
It's white, like snow. Easy to remember.
Yes, it is. When I reach out my hand, Snowy rubs its nose against it without being frightened. The way it presses at my fingers feels as though it's showing pride in its name. I do not know this tactical advantage from communicating animals as a weapon, but I feel like there's value in it, spending time with it. I decided to spend my outdoor activity fall day following Snowy around with number 24. Is actor. When I arrive outdoor, I'm listening to a certain sound. It sounds like I had wondered about the unknown ambient sound since the first day, but I determined that it wasn't a threat and focused my. Should I increase my microphone sensitivity to a maximum and concentrate on that sound? It is similar to something familiar. I scan my memories until I realize what it is. The sound of water I hear it when the staff use a device to clean their hands tools. So she found a waterfall. What could it be? I asked. Or it's clear that number 24 knows much more than I do. I begin walking in search of number 24. What could number 24 be? I go to where we spoke a number of times firstly. Number 24 is also not the rock where we sat together. Is 24 not here? I quickly discovered that possibly we are not ordered to what to do while we are here, but come to the outdoor areas in order. If post-testing diagnosis show no abnormalities, we are all to report directly here. I consider this if there are no abnormalities. is larger than ever. Number 24 will be here if there are no abnormalities. So she's thinking that number 24 got destroyed. Shit. Could it be? I realize that my arms are trembling slightly. It's conscious. It is not a conscious movement. I cannot make it stop. It is possible that perhaps lost in a combat test and was destroyed. In these circumstances, it would be expected for such a day to come. What if 24? What if she never came here again?
Oh, this is where you went. You weren't at the usual spot, so I was looking for you.
Until I heard the voice from behind me, my sensor had stopped accepting input. No sound, no light, nothing. All of that came back online with her voice. I turned around.
What's wrong? The look on your face seemed as if you saw something frightening.
My face? My expression? Yes. Frightening? Am I scared?
I do not comprehend. I cannot make that judgment.
Are you perhaps scared of fighting?
Nah, I don't think that's it. What is this? I can't tell.
Why don't you ask them about the emotions you're feeling? Scared of what? That she will disappear during an operation. It is possible that I might get assigned greater priority to other unit safety than my own, but we are not on an operation right now. And this emotion is not the same anyway. It's a different emotion. An emotion. I have emotions. I look over to 24's face plainly, but I cannot put my question into words. I cannot express my feelings to her. And though number 24 sees this, she says nothing. She only smiles tenderly. It's the same smile she once showed me, once that looks happy but also sad. Turned out, nor I speak that much. We just walk together side by side without many words. I do not take the opportunity to ask her about the intermittent, I can't say that word, sound of water. Holy shit. It is the next day. I detect some sort of weight in my chest. I am aware that there is no physical weight there. It is most likely a psychological phenomena. I perform a vocabulary search and the idiom of being heavy-hearted applies best. I cannot help but find it amusing. It is a very apt phrase. But what is the cause of this heavy-heartedness? I won't be able to see number 24. That may be it. I do not think that is all. Over the next few days, I spend my time without finding an answer to this question. Each night after I seek out number 24 first, and each time I confirm her presence, I feel a indescribable sense of relief that I rush over to her. We exchanged standard greetings in the first few days, but that practice was eventually discarded. Now there is no special greeting between us. We can understand each other without words. Our eyes and expressions communicate enough. Tonight as well, I find number 24 and rush to her as usual. There are no words, only exchange of smiles. We begin walking to her.
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting?
Sorry if this is kind of low or I'm mumbling, but I'm trying to freaking...
To tell the truth, I'm scared
talk
of it
fast,
too.
That way I can get the things going. Her confession is surprising. It is counter to our nature as weapons, yet for some reason I am not surprised by it.
I'm afraid I'll lose and be destroyed, and it's painful for me to make others go through the same ordeal. We may be weapons, but shouldn't we be driven by more than seeking victory? I've been wondering that for a long time.
How long have you been active?
But that's against orders.
24 gives a half-hearted smile.
I'm sure things would probably be much simpler if I stopped thinking and just obeyed orders. Unfortunately, I finally found it. I found my answer.
Your answer?
Answer to what?
There's someone I want to meet. I feel like meeting this person is my own objective and not an order given to me.
Oh, really? Who is it? Since we have never left this facility, we have absolutely no acquaintances with the outside people. There should be no relationship with such people. But I immediately understand this person she wants to meet is someone on the outside. Even I don't know why I thought so. But when I reflect upon the thought, the indescribable wavering within me becomes greater than ever.
Ever since I started thinking that I was scared to fight, each day was painful for me. If I'm going to feel this way until the day I lose, I even thought it would be better if I lost on purpose. But I won't think that anymore. I feel glad now that I exist. I mean, we're loved after all.
Loved?
That's right.
Loved by who? The word loved, I do not comprehend, but when I look at her gaze, her clear eyes seem to be beyond this sky. Her statement seems correct. I feel that this must be something vital. As I watch her try to express something without words, it's hard to believe she is the same yet as type as me. It seems more than that she is human.
Why are you telling me this?
It's probably because I didn't think anyone but you would understand.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure I really get it either.
I'm sure you'll understand one day. I hope so anyway.
Sheesh. Why you gotta be so cryptic?
Number 24 laughs at this. Is the pure smile I have cataloged. I know without comparing it to anything that is a smile of pure joy or happiness. Same shit, different pile. I detect Snowy playing at my feet. After playing at number 24 speed 2, Snowy runs off ahead about 3 meters and then turns around. Tail moves vigorously back and forth. Soon afterwards, Snowy sits on the ground and looks at number 24. And I'm thinking back about our things besides fighting and defeating the nearest enemy, my own objective, someone to meet. I still not fully comprehend. But the way she is playing with Snowy tonight looks more fun than ever. Her smile seems very natural. If the answer she discovered is the origin of that smile, I would like to understand it someday too. I can feel that desire bubbling inside me. Well, it will continue. Because I don't feel like cliffhanging anyone today. Once again, I participate in a combat test. Once again, I claim victory without destroying my opponent. I target only her weapons and limbs. I like not to employ the tactic on targeting the weakness in their cranial regions. I believe that if they think the same as I do, they would not wish for their personality module to cease functioning. Though even if I do not destroy them, the research status will be suspended. My actions are difficult to justify, but I feel that suspicion through destruction is not a worthy end for them. That is what I think when I rationalize it by applying the criteria to myself. I do not think anyone would want their conscience to be terminated by those like them. I find myself more conscious of the damage I sustain and my efficiency in combat than ever. Depending on my results, I may eventually be ordered to destroy them. To prevent that from happening, I must continue fielding favorable results. It becomes easy to continue fighting with that objective in mind. That is becoming my new objective. I theoretically being tested on destroying my opponents, but I have been fighting so they will not be destroyed. Paradoxically, this has caused my result to improve. Could this be considered going against orders? She falls to the ground, unable to stay upright. Her weapon has already been destroyed. She should be incapable of resisting now. Does not sound. She leaps onto me with one arm like.
What's the matter, number 031? Hurry up and terminate the target.
I do not know what to do. My opponent is acting contradictorily to her own safety. I grant this is the only action left to her, but she will destroy herself before inflicting any damage on me. A tactic that puts one life under risk. Like that, putting one life at the risk. What am I saying? We are weapons. We exist to obey orders. We cannot prioritize our self-preservation without a charge I change in those orders. That is why she's challenging me to a fight. She will do so until all her circuits and servos burn out and she will be incapable of action. As she grapples with me, I put my hands on her neck and squeeze. I adjust my strength limits to 70% and the opponent's body makes a sound. Until snap in half inside the soft structure, her movement stops. And see my reflection. They have lost their focus and look like black holes. I gasp. The face it's not expressionless. How should this expression be classified? I've seen it sometimes with sorrow. I'm guessing she just expressed. Those are signals that the tests and find. Research enter the chamber. I am used to the scene now.
Well, that was pretty impressive. You think it's because of the size of her plume? Funny that one little part could make such a difference.
Indeed. Most of it is due to differences in their tactical mentalities. It may be on the cusp of what we would call an ego.
Considering how everything's been going so far, I'm starting to believe more in persona abilities.
One little part. Is it true that deployment's all to me is comparatively the largest among us of the type? Does that mean that? But does that part determine everything about us? Much more than human than me. I find myself opening my mouth to speak, but I realize that this statement I am about to deliver is a protest. I am quick to abort. Was I about to deny the staff? You should have done it.
Well done, unit number 031. That was an impressive display of destruction. Plus you cleanly severed its transmitter, leaving the plume of dusk unharmed. That's certainly ending things on a high note.
Ending things on a high note, enacted. The she look at each other while holding the petri dish with the bluish white. One of them says,
Alright, number 031. As of today, the test battles are finished.
Huh? It's over?
I cannot help questioning the unexpected statement.
All the results indicate that you have the very highest performance out of all the units of your model.
I'd say we can go ahead and earmark unit number 031 to be the base for developing the 5th generation.
The base?
It means that you're the winner.
The combat tests are over. Will I no longer be required to fight? A strange, tense sensation of relief fills me. The reward. Not yet. Destroy can't escape that fate. Interesting. It seems that I was reluctant to destroy them after all. My priorities have become averted, yet I'm happy that I smile. The researchers know this expression as well and smiles back.
Okay, we're going to begin the usual review of the feedback. So come over here.
When the download begins, the memories and thoughts of my recent opponent shifting to the battle data has become a routine I've repeated so often that I'm barely conscious of it now. I presume the non-comment memories as she preserved. I perused, or whatever. It is the landscape of the outdoor area again. At first I could only vaguely recognize it, but now I can pinpoint exactly where this memory is from. It is near the biggest tree, the memories of its flowers. There's images of a small shoot, a budding plant, and a blossom flower. She must have had an interest in the concept of growth. For we machines, the growth of an individual is an unknown concept. But one of us took an interest there. I had only seen it as part of the landscape. It seems that she too had her own thoughts unrelated to our orders and battle performance. She simply did not show it. I recall what number 24 said. My own objective and not an order given to me. The twinge in my chest returns. I'll make sure to hold tight of your memories. That was the thought that formed in my mind. Once again, it is time to spend time outdoors, so clearly me up with number 24. Right as well.
Hey, can I talk to you for a while? The lab boys told me today that they were putting the kibosh on the test battles.
I see. It's over then.
Look, I've been thinking. If they end up tossing us out soon because of that, I want to go with you to go see that person you were talking about. The one you wanted to meet. I might even put in a formal request about it to the lab boys.
24 takes my right hand. Before I could determine her intent, she pulls a cable from her wrist and connects it to my part of my own. She looks at my face in silence, thinking that she wants to confirm that the tests are in fact over. I nod. But the data that transfers is from her to me. The packets that flow through the cable form a single yet very small archive file.
If you are still safe when everything is over, open this file.
Number 24 removes the cable, but it kept hold of my hand.
What do you mean, when everything is over? How come I can't look at it now?
If I had to answer, I would say because it wouldn't be fair.
Fair?
She smiles and does not answer. It is the same unsure expression. It is a smile that there is sadness in it.
It would be wonderful if I could go with you to see her.
Her? So this person you're looking forward to meeting is a girl?
Not solely.
But it's strange. Even though my wish may not come true, I still feel satisfied for some reason. How bizarre. It's a fervent wish of mine, too.
She looks towards the sky and smiles faintly. This time it contains more than sadness. There are too many emotions for me to phrase, all reflected in that one expression.
I believe in you. I can tell you this because I trust you. Maybe that's why I feel so at peace.
Huh?
Maybe. This is what it is to feel alive.
Alive. It has happened again. I do not comprehend the meaning of the word, yet I feel a tinge inside me. I look to the sky in an attempt to follow her gaze. There's nothing there to hint at her meaning, but I still wanted to get closer to her. She wishes for me to understand that I wanted to grant her wish. From then on, we spend our time looking at the sky in silence. Eventually, the signal that time is up reaches our ears. When I notice that the moon has appeared from behind the laboratory building, I see. I thought the light emanating from the plume of dust reminded me of something I now know what it is. It's very similar to the light that the moon in the night sky. Huh. We're going to save here, and in the next part, we will be maybe finishing Labris's story, or maybe not. It was probably going to keep going. Anyways, this is First Fox signing off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.